Hey everyone, Dave here with Beast Made Reviews, of course a channel dedicated to reviewing quality products that bring your life value. Today I have another video in this series, kind of a very informal video series, talking about some things that were sent to me that I haven't had time to review just yet. Now I get a lot of products sent to me. Some things just sit in limbo for a while because sometimes I don't have a video for it yet, but I have a general idea that I want to put it in something eventually. Today is a Gravitas pens video. And of course, if you like this type of content, feel free to subscribe down below. And I'll have links to all these products down below. Gravitas Pens is a company out of Ireland, and they've had some kind of internal changes here and there. I believe now everything is sold out of PenVenture. I forget where PenVenture is located. It's somewhere in Europe, and it's a great company. They have a great YouTube channel as well. Gravitas Pens has always been one of my favorite pen companies. They have such a cool design, and I think they're always on that kind of bleeding edge of design and quality. Now, I've talked about them a couple of times before on the channel. Some of these pens I think are repeats, and some of these are not. Here you go. I think these are the repeats over here. This is the oldest one that I think I got. This one is the Skittles pen. And this one is very, very interesting. Beautiful box, by the way. Like, just look at that box, man. And the coolest thing about this pen, well, you'll see. First of all, the color. Color, obviously, like an anodized rainbow. It's pretty heavy, but I like that they have a flat on there so you can stick it down there and it just sits there. Really beautiful. Great feeling mechanism there. It just twists. It has a very positive feel to it. Like it kind of eases in and out. Oh, man. Man, what a great feeling to it. And I think to get it out, yeah, you just twist it the other way for a little bit. I don't know what's in here, so let's see. Okay, yeah. So a Schmidt Refill P900. So we'll write with it in just a second here. Really great pen. Also, you can't tell it in this video, but the inside smelled like Skittles. They had some kind of spray that they put in there that had a really just beautiful fruity smell. Let me see how that writes real quick. So we'll get this Dominant Industry book here, which I really like. I've already written in it a good bit already. So I think this is the Skittles finish. Ooh, it's blue. It's cool. Nice blue. Feels like a ballpoint. It was pretty nice. I mean, nothing special about this refill, but I think this pen takes a few different other refills as well. But the pen itself is really nice. You can get it in more than just this rainbow anodization. I think there's, lots of different colors. Gravitas is really good about having a lot of different colors and materials for their pens. I have a couple of them here that are different materials and colors. So these are the two older ones that I have. And you can tell these are the older ones because this one came with this leather sleeve, and they don't do this leather sleeve anymore. They have this sleeve over here, which I think it's a little bit of a step down, but the fact that they come with a sleeve at all, I think is a plus. So I'm going to take what I can get. So if it comes with a sleeve, I will take it, and I'm not going to complain. But the older versions did come with this leather sleeve here, and this one is an Irish language that I believe just says Gravitas on the side there. Pretty cool. This one is the Century. The Century is one of their larger pens, full-size pen, beautiful. Now this one is an anodized aluminum, and it feels absolutely great in the hand. The section here, I believe, is steel, so it has more of a forward feel to it. I don't think I have this inked up. Yeah, I don't have this inked up. A lot of turns there, but whenever you screw it on, it only takes about 2.5 turns or so it comes off really easily. It is a very nice deep fit with the cap there. So if you want to post that, it fits really nice, very securely, and it feels like it just wants to be there. So I like that a lot. I've used this a lot, and I haven't had it scratch, so this anodization is pretty durable already. But this is a very nice pen with a great design on this. I really like the design, just the pointed ends there, and the Gravitas logo right there. And even the section feels great. It's nice and big. I like the nib a lot. Plastic feed on that. The section is ridged, like they have lines grooved into the section there, and it feels so good in the hand. One of my favorite pens. And so that's pretty cool. And this one right here is very similar to the Century. This one is the Entry. The Entry is just a little bit smaller in the width. I'll show you this. So I believe it's the same size length, almost. It might be a little bit smaller there, but just a little bit leaner in the width. So great green on this. I really like the green. Everything else almost identical in all the functions there. It posts really nice and deeply. Really great pen. Love the kind of weighted feel with the steel section there. This pen is obviously very popular for Gravitas, and they have this in a lot of different materials and colors, both the Century and the Entry. And honestly, like, I think if you want a good fountain pen, this is one that is just easy to recommend. It just has a very modern look and feel, and just everything about this pen is so good. It's just so well done. Feels great in the hand, man. So yeah, there's the Entry. So they sent me more. So let me go ahead and open these two over here first, because I think these are a little bit more similar. Yeah. They sent me another color of the Entry, and this is just that blue color that they have on the other one that I had. Same pen and everything, pretty recently, and they changed the nib on this. This is a nib that is made by Gravitas. I think that's pretty cool. Just takes a Schmidt refill on the inside. You can fit that or standard international cartridges. It's just a really nice, well-designed pen. So yeah, I like that color a lot too. Just a beautiful color. Here's the case. It's not leather anymore. It kind of looks like leather. It's kind of like a vinyl. It looks like leather. But one kind of upgrade there that you see is it has a little keychain there. So if you want to put that somewhere, store it on a keychain or something, that's pretty neat. You know, it's a different case or sleeve than what came in here before. Maybe it's quality control. Maybe it's these weren't available anymore. I'm not really sure. But the fact that they even give a sleeve at all, I think is a plus. All right, let's open this one. And this one is the Century, but this one is in a different version here. I think this one is, I forget what this is called. I think it's Delrin. Really cool. It has a kind of a translucent finish or look to it. There's the converter on the inside. I don't know if the dimensions are exactly the same as the Century is, but everything feels pretty much the same. It's just made of a different material. Delrin is very durable. Like, it is a great plastic. It even still has the grooves here. I don't know if you can hear that, but really nice. So there's just another material for the Century there. All right, let's go with these small ones. I know you've been looking at those. Now, I don't know exactly what the names are of these. I think this one is the Dinky, if I'm not mistaken. And I think this is the Quark or the Quark Mini. I'm not exactly sure. So this is their smallest pen that they have. And let me go ahead and put it back real quick. Like, look at that. Let's measure it real quick. So this is, just over 3 inches there. And this one over here, this one's just over 3 inches, like 3¼ inches, something like that. So this one right here is the smallest one that they have. I believe this is also in Delrin. It doesn't feel like it's metal. It doesn't have a metal sound to it. It feels like it's plasticky material. I don't mind that. Very small. And look at this. You really need to post this. It's very similar in its design to like a Kaweco Sport type of pen. You know, you take it off and then you post it on the back, and then it becomes more of a full-size pen. And that's a very comfortable pen right there. It's on the thinner side. I guess you would almost say this is more like the Kaweco Lilliput, I would say. Again, this one has the kind of metal section there. I don't know what that's made of. It's not super heavy, but it just leans a little bit more forward there. So it's a very comfortable weight distribution in your hand. And it feels, even though it's very light, having that extra weight there, and all of these pens are like this, but having that extra weight where it just has a little bit of heft to it on just one side makes it feel like it's more high quality. Has the grooves on the side there. A little bit different design for the section there, but still very comfortable. And what I like about this is very, very small. Unlike the Lilliput. The Lilliput, I find, is uncomfortable whenever you write with it for a long period of time. This, though I haven't written for it for like long periods of time, I just kind of tested it out quickly, but this feels much better. This feels so much more comfortable. You would have no problems writing with this at all. You don't get any fatigue in your hand. So really great. And it's so tiny. This one takes international cartridges. There's not one in there, but it takes international cartridges. I don't think there's any converter that will fit this. Oh, there we go. Look at that. O-ring inside. Oh, it feels so good. It's those little things. These really tiny pins. Oh, hard to get on there. There we go. Now, because this is plastic, I think you might think that it might be an eyedropper pen, but I don't think you can because it has a metal section there. I could be wrong, but man, what a tiny pen. Fantastic design from Gravitas. Oh, there you go. Gravitas logo there. What a great design. Now, this one I think is the Quark Mini, if I'm not mistaken. Another design that's more like the Kaweco Sport. And this one you can definitely eyedropper. Now, this is made of Ultem. Ultem is a great material, especially for pens. It's very durable. It resists inks. And so you can just wipe it out. I think you can even use chemicals in there to rinse it out if you needed to. Some chemicals are bad for it, but it's pretty forgiving. I like Ultem a lot. Now, it has a kind of distinct look. Ultem either comes in all black or it comes in this kind of yellowish amber color. But this is a great pen. Again, you have to post the pen. It just posts there. You just stick it on, which is great. Has a great section here with the ridges. It's got a medium nib on there, made by Gravitas with a plastic feed. And this one you can definitely eyedropper. Everything in there is all Ultem, so you can just eyedropper that. And that holds a good bit of ink right there. It doesn't look like a lot, but that's a lot more than a standard cartridge. I think that's about twice as much as a cartridge, something like that. Got a nice O-ring there, so it's not going to spill out. Beautiful pen. And when I got this, it was a little bit wet, and you can actually see some stuff in there. So I guess they tested this beforehand or something. All these pens had a little bit of a residue on them. So pretty interesting there. And then this comes with a, you can also get a clip here, and this fits the dinky. Let me try this real quick. For those of you that must have a clip on your pen, I understand that. I'm not that type of person, but I understand why you would want a clip. So there you go. Look at that. Perfect fit. Let's see if it fits the other pen. Let me see. Does it fit? No. I guess it could. Yeah, much better on the dinky. All right. So last pen here by Gravitas is this one. And I saved the best for last. This one is very interesting. This is one of their newer flagship model pens. Look at that. So you get the whole little thing here. We help put your thoughts on paper through the use of innovative design and technology. Gravitas pens. Yeah, they sure do. All right. Here it is. Let me see if there's anything in here. No. All right. This is their Ultem Vac pen. And this is made of a different grade Ultem. And I didn't know this until they started talking about it, but Ultem comes in different grades of quality. And this one I think is a higher or the highest grade that you can get, something like that. Very transparent, which is not something you get on normal grades of Ultem. Beautiful pen. I mean, very, very thick. Big guy there. Yeah, look at that. It has a kind of similar design as the Sentry pen, I would say. Very similar. Let me see what they look like back to back. Okay. So not exactly the same, but in the same ballpark anyway. This one is bigger. And yeah, this is a Vac pen. This unscrews. Got the Gravitas nib there in medium. Now this one doesn't have the ridges on the side, which I do miss. I really do. Posts nice and deep. Really great. Definitely a full-size pen there. Vac pen on the inside. So I'm not going to use it yet, but as you can see, it has like the vacuum thing here. You put the pen in the ink and you push down. Ooh, and then the ink just goes whoosh, and sucks it all up. You have to do that sound effect whenever you suck something up. Now, they are more complicated in their design. If something were to go wrong, I don't know what I would do, honestly. But I've accidentally broken one before, and I didn't know how to fix it, so it was just kind of broken. But if you just leave it alone, I guess it'll be fine. But what a beautiful pen. I love that. Again, this is one of their more premium pens, kind of a flagship model pen. Love that. Haven't written with this yet, so we'll see how that goes. But if it's anything like the other Gravitas pens, I am really looking forward to it. So yeah, that is all I got on Gravitas. Now, I don't think there is a dealer in the USA that carries Gravitas yet, which is kind of a bummer because I think they have one of the best lines. They are so cool. There's not many pen companies out there that I think are as cool as Gravitas. The quality is just impeccable. The designs, I think, are improvements on other designs out there with their own spin on things. So modern and clean, and just the quality is fantastic. I don't know if there's a company out there that sells Gravitas in America. I just haven't found it yet. If they're listening, I hope they can come to America soon because they are just fantastic. I hope more people get them. If you want to get them, you definitely have to go to PenVenture to find them, at least for now. But it's definitely worth it. They are a great price, I think, for what you get. They're not super inexpensive, but I think they're very fair for what you get. And the quality is very, very good. Some of the best that you can get, I think. So definitely check out Gravitas pens. I'll have more about this pen company coming soon. This is just kind of an overview, at least, but I'll have more kind of official one going more into depth about all the details and stuff like that. That's all we got for Gravitas. If you like it, definitely go and check it out. And if you like the video, of course, give it a like and subscribe. Thanks again. Let me know your comments and feedback in the comments below. I'll see you next time. I'm Dave with Beastmade Reviews.